Alright then guys, I'm Stevie, otherwise known as Hassel FPV. Just want to thank you for watching. So, today we've got another 2-minute Tuesday. Once again, it isn't 2 minutes and it's not on a Tuesday, but don't let that put you off. Today's topic, one especially for the newbies out there, is which GoPro should I buy? Now, this question is very easily answered, to be honest. Now, there's loads of different offerings out there, from the Runcam Orange to the Caddx Orca, I think it's called. There's loads of different ones, the Foxy box, but ultimately the best bet is always to use a GoPro. Now, as a beginner, I would always recommend the GoPro Session series. That's one of these. That's one of these. It's, yeah, I'll do a little zoomy video. That's one of these. So, one of the great things about the Session, it's nice, small, compact. It doesn't weigh very much. It's super strong. You can give these loads of abuse and they just keep coming. I mean, you can see here, this one's like took a battering, but this is 2 years old and it's still going strong. Okay, so what can you do with this? Well, the Session 5 is probably it is the better of the two. The Session 4 isn't a bad camera by any stretch, but you are limited to your resolution of what you can run there when you're still running Super View. A Session 5 is perfect. It can do 2.7K 30 FPS with Super View, or it can do 1080p 60 with Super View. You're always going to want to run Super View if you're doing proper freestyle, because it gives that impression that you're going really fast, and because it opens up the field of view, you look as though you're flying as close as you really are. When you've got that more linear or wide angle, it's great for cinematic sort of footage because you get less of a fisheye, but because it's a narrower field of view, it doesn't look as though you're going as close to things or as close to the ground or as fast as you actually were. So that's why I always use Super View. But anyway, yep, these are great. You can still buy them second hand for about 100 quid, 120 quid. You can replace the lens on them. Not that they're particularly easy to smash, but if you do, the possibility is always there. The sound quality on them is actually one of the best sound qualities you'll get off any GoPro, which is quite staggering really, considering you've got some really good GoPros out there now. But yeah, the sound quality is brilliant. You can get a nice little TPU mount, it'll fit nicely on your quad, and honestly, it's just far superior to any of the other offerings. No matter what anyone tells you, the Runcam, the Foxy, the Caddx, they're just not a GoPro. You've got the Insta cameras as well, but they're kind of towards a different audience. But yeah, if you're beginning and you're worried about smashing it, get a Session. Next up, we've got my next favourite camera, which is the Hero 7 Black. Now, forget about the silver and the white. They're not really geared around doing FPV. So why do you want a Hero 7 Black? Well, they're a little bit more expensive than a Hero 5 Session, but they've got a replaceable lens. This is crucial because you will break the lenses on these. If you get a Hero 8 or 9, you're going to be upset. Well, maybe it's not with a 9 because that's replaceable, but it's a big heavy beast. Anyway, Hero 7, not too heavy. You can do a mod so you can run it off of your BEC on your quad instead of having a battery. I don't bother. You get a great range of resolutions that include up to 4K 30 FPS with Super View and Hyper Smooth. Also 2.7K 60 FPS with Super View, and you can also switch Hyper Smooth on there. And you can do like 1080 at like 7 million FPS, but no one really bothered about that these days. Yeah, so I mentioned Hyper Smooth. Hyper Smooth basically is stabilization. So it smooths out any little sort of inconsistencies with your thumbs and your flight and any wobbles and vibrations, and it makes your flight look buttery smooth. So it's got a little screen on the back that also makes things a lot easier when you're setting it up with your ND filters. I'll do another video on ND filters, by the way. That's basically my recommendations. So obviously I mentioned Hyper Smooth there. What I'll show you now is a few different clips of the two different cameras. So this is a clip of, on the Session 5 I tend to run 1080p 60 FPS because I think 60 FPS looks better for FPV footage. This is a clip of the Session 5 1080p 60 FPS Super View with just an auto shutter, no ND filter, nothing like that, but it has been put in the flat profile and then colour graded afterwards, and this is what it looks like. Next up, we've got 2.7K 60 FPS super view and with hyper smooth. Now obviously, apart from the quality difference, you'll notice how smooth this flight looks, even though it was flown on the same day with my same thumbs and same wind conditions and a very similar quad. So yeah, here's the footage from that now. So yeah, so you'll notice, you can see there that the flight's buttery smooth, and the picture quality is just fantastic, to be honest. Now obviously, one downside to the Hero 7 Black is that it's a bit more fragile than the Session. Now I've had mine for about a year and I've probably smashed a lens at least every time I've been out. Sometimes I'll be out and not, but most of the time I'll smash a lens. But the lenses are 12 quid to buy a new one, and you can pick one of these up for about 150, 160 quid second hand. You can occasionally smash the doors off, smash the back screen. You can get tempered glass screen protectors. I've got one on, I've never smashed the back screen yet. You can stick a bit of foam on there if you want, but generally they are quite robust, so long as you're not really ripping them in, the bandos. That's when I tend to use the Session. But yeah, that's my little rundown on cameras. If you've got any questions, fire them below and I'll try and answer them as best I can. As per usual guys, if you like my video, please like and subscribe and drop a comment below and let me know that you've been watching this video and what you think. If you've got any ideas for new 2 Minute Tuesday topics, smash them below. Right, I've been Hassel, you've been great. This has been an average 2 Minute Tuesday video. Go and buy one of these cameras. See you later.